Welcome to my channel Daily Bulletin News. A masked assailant attacks Stefan, and a surprise return thwarts Xander's deal with Kristen. As Kristen drinks coffee in the square, she calls a sulking Xander to seal their deal. After he hangs up, Justin confronts Xander about turning Titan over to the Damaras. Xander explains he is trading Kristen the company for a serum that will enable Sarah to walk again. Justin grows sympathetic but has concerns. Xander declares Victor gave Titan to him to do as he chooses and there's nothing anyone can say to change his mind. Sarah enters in her wheelchair. Maybe there is. A smug EJ meets Fiona in the interrogation room and presents her with a deal. If she pleads guilty to attempted vehicular manslaughter, he'll recommend that she serve 10 years in prison. It's the best deal she'll get. She declines. Considering she confessed, EJ warns if he takes it to trial, she'll likely die alone in a Statesville cell. She scoffs. I never confessed to anything. Melinda comes to the Damara mansion with Stefan's divorce papers. She assures him it's just as they discussed. He'll keep the mansion, the bistro, and investments, while Gabby will retain sole ownership of Gabby Chic and receive a generous financial settlement. Brooding, he says it sounds fine. She hands him a pen, but he hesitates. When she presses him to sign, he makes a crass remark about her wanting her shot with him. She rips the pen from his hand and angrily tells him to do whatever he wants, her billable hours are the same. As Melinda storms out, she runs into Kristen outside. After warning her about Stefan's foul mood, she gives Kristen the papers she drew up, assuring her Shin and the board are very pleased. Kristen cackles that once Xander signs over Titan, Damara Enterprises will be unstoppable. At the Hernandez house, Rafe tells Gabby their Tia Hilda died and left him something in her will. Despite losing touch with that side of the family, Gabby's not surprised since he was always their aunt's favorite. He opens a box to their aunt's engagement ring. In a note, Hilda expresses her hope that the ring brings Rafe the kind of lasting affection she shared with his uncle. Gabby says Rafe was like the son she never had. Rafe notes that's sad because she does have a son. Yeah, but Rafe and Tia Hilda were like kindred spirits who believed in true love. Gabby thought she finally found her true love in Stefan, but now it's over. As Fiona insists to EJ she has no recollection of confessing, Melinda enters. She insists her client is innocent and demands Fiona's release. EJ reminds Melinda that even without Fiona's confession, he has 2 eyewitnesses. Melinda reminds him Sarah is an unreliable witness and Brady is an addict who was so intoxicated he once believed he was driving the car that hit Sarah. She warns she will rip him to shreds and suggests he cut Fiona loose now. Fiona smirks. Justin leaves the Kuriaki's living room as Sarah tells Xander it's a mistake to give Kristen Titan. Xander couldn't live with himself if he chose an empire over helping her. Sarah admits she's struggled with her paralysis, but she can still live a full, vibrant life. She won't let him hand over his or Victoria's birthright to Kristen. Xander says Victoria's birthright is her. Healthy and happy. He owes Victor nothing, but he owes Sarah everything. Her wishes matter to him, but his mind is made up. At the Damaras, Kristen assumes Stefan's terrible mood is about his impending divorce. Teary-eyed, he says the settlement is fair, but he's not sure he wants a divorce. He never stopped loving Gabby. Kristen advises if he's not 100% sure about it, then he should tear up the divorce papers and get his wife back. At the Hernandez house, Gabby admits to Rafe that she thought she was ready to end her marriage, but she's not sure if either of them really wants to. Rafe advises her to give herself time, get out of her head, and listen to her heart. Then, she'll know what to do. When Rafe leaves for physical therapy, Gabby flashes back to reuniting with Stefan after getting out of prison. Stefan has the same memories at the mansion. You know what, Melinda, he says aloud. To hell with your damn papers. Kristen waltzes into the Damara mansion. Sarah rips into her before leaving her alone with Xander. Alone in the interrogation room, EJ warns Melinda that she'll pay for this. For what? She asks. Being a better lawyer than you are? She's not going to worry about his threats of retribution because he'll be too busy explaining to Mayor Price how he let another case slip through his fingers. In the square, Sarah's eyes bulge upon seeing Fiona sipping a martini. What are you doing out of jail? Fiona gleefully responds, your mother-in-law is a free woman. At the Hernandez house, Gabby hears a knock at the door. Hopeful that it's Stefan, she opens the door, and her face falls. Oh my God. At the Damara mansion, Stefan tells Stefano's portrait that he is not giving up on his marriage to Gabby. I'm going to fight for the woman that I love. Suddenly, a masked man jumps him from behind. He puts Stefan in a chokehold until he passes out. At the Kuryaki's mansion, Kristen gives Xander one vial of the serum, but Sarah will need a second one for it to work. They'll get it when Xander's shares of Titan are successfully transferred to her. As Xander is about to sign, Justin returns. Someone has filed an injunction prohibiting the transfer of Xander's stock to her. As they wonder who it could be, Philip, played by Jean-Paul Lavoisier, strolls in. Next on Days of Our Lives, Vivian's back, and Kristen makes inroads with Brady. Stay tuned and subscribe the channel.